Hey everybody, welcome back to Drag Strip Adventures, and today we'll be working on the old Chevrolet truck again, and Bobby got the gears set up in it, and so I'm just going to put on the back cover and fill her up with oil, and then she'll be ready to fire it up and pull it out of the shop. So after this we're going to be working on the SS intake we're going to be putting on it, and long tube headers, but for right now Bobby's needing to lift over, so we're just going to get the rear end finished off and then get going. And I'll probably do an exhaust clip for it too. Once we do the headers, I'm going to change the exhaust anyways, but this thing already sounds pretty good. So let's get started. Alright, here we go. Alright, something I was going to show you right here is with the poly and stuff that was in this truck, the spider gears blew up in it. That's what that last video was, the chunks that was all in the bottom of the rear end right here. That was spider gears. So we put I bought from Yukon a big posi for it, and here's all of it installed. And we put Bobby put new 410 gears in it, because the old ones were kind of rough looking since all that stuff exploded in it. And now I just got to get to working on filling it up and putting a cover on. Alright, well, so far we've I've got the rear end cleaned off and the cover, got that out cleaned off, and I've got a gasket and put the gasket sealer on it. I use both, some people don't, and that's fine. So let's get to filling it up. Something right here, I figure most people that works on hot rods and stuff know this, but once you get the gears and everything set in the rear end and you got to fill it back up with oil, somewhere on that rear end, on this 10 bolt, it happens to be right there, there's a little plug you got to take out to fill it up. And all I ever use is just get you like an extension, and this one happens to be I think most of them is like a 3/8, and then just stick it in there, run that plug out and fill her up, and it should you should have to fill that up until it's plumb full or about running out. So anyways, just gonna give you a little tip there. All right. Something else I was gonna tell you is on the cover on the back side, that whenever you pull it off to get the gears and everything out of, that's got a magnet on it, and make sure before you put this thing all back together to clean that magnet off, because mine had pieces of spider gear still on it, and you do not want to spend all this money and then have a chunk of metal come off and just grenade this thing. So make sure clean the inside of the rear end out real good, and especially that cover around that magnet. And don't forget your additive friction modifier. This one happens to be Ford Performance, but it come with it. But you got to positive put that friction modifier in it. But like I said, the big thing here is that dang magnet stuff. Make sure you clean it off real good, because you don't want to ruin this whole project. So, and do it again. Anyways, let's get back to work. Well, got the rear end all bolted up and sealed up and filled up, and so now we're just the battery's dead on this old truck, so I gotta get it jumped off and fired up. But hopefully next time when we do a video, we either fire it up and let you listen to it idle, because this it's big cam in this little 5.3 is pretty rowdy, or we'll be putting on the intake. So anyways, until next time, y'all have an awesome week. God bless. See y'all. Okay, so we're back over here at Bobby's house, and fixing to go into his shop, and Ben Charles flashed me a tune this morning, and we still got to do some like the intake swap and headers, stuff like that, but hopefully this tune will be a lot closer than what we had on it. And so let's get to work. Alright, here we go. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit noisy right now, probably because the fans and stuff are going, but when you're dealing like with a truck like it was on a farm or something, when you pull the intake, this may be what you find. Got a lot of cleaning to do. Alright. Okay, probably gonna be noisy in here again because of fans and everything, but thankful to have them, and the AC. But we got the SS intake on it, and here it is after we cleaned it all up and got it installed. Just got to finish bolting up a lot of stuff, but the intake itself was bolted down. Alright, a little more progress. Okay, well, we got the intake and everything on. Bobby helped me get everything wired up. Here's the intake and everything on it. And that is a Trailblazer SS intake. So I guess maybe you want to hear it. Alright, Gavin, fire it up.